Hello and welcome to the Vassalia Romeo channel. My name is Michael and today we continue our campaign in Europa Universalis 4. This is the Bellum modification and we are still playing as the Eastern Roman Empire. In the last episode we had a resounding success in our campaign against the Abbasids. We took the whole of Egypt from them, at least what is considered the whole of Egypt in the original game. In this game, unfortunately, these three provinces also considered a part of it and we weren't able to take them. But we still managed to restore the pentarchy, and so there is no papacy anymore. And some nations and some places will convert to orthodoxy when the time comes. And so we have a lot of work ahead of us. We would have to core and establish a proper administration in newly conquered province of Egypt. And that's not a small province actually, if you can see, it's actually pretty big. It's underdeveloped somewhat. Such cities as Alexandria or Cairo, they are smaller than, say, our capital, they are considered comparable to, say, Athens or Tarablus, but compared to our capital they are indeed small. We are actually overextended by quite a bit. Thankfully we have enough administrative power to core the whole thing, but before we do, there are a couple of things I would like to do. Or actually, we might wanna, instead of trying to convert Egypt to anything, we can instead accept the Egyptian culture. So let us do just that. Which would mean that we will not revoke any or exploit any development and will not, how this interaction calls, concentrate development. I mean, these names are so arbitrary, if you ask my opinion. Now, let's core the whole thing. Right, now this whole country will be cored. Free policy available, diplomatic. That's interesting. Let's go for this. Well, we can get both of them. Interesting. I'm okay with that. Next we shall... what shall we do? We shall take care of our armies, which are currently far away in the south. Now these western army we shall send to Thessaloniki. The royal army we shall leave in Alexandria to keep order in that place. The Italian army we shall send to Cairo for now, while Romanian army or the Vlachian army we shall send to, well, Vlachia. There's also Stratos Anatolikos, we shall keep them in Damascus. So that's done. There's problems with corruption, which is pretty high. We shall do this. And let's hire an advisor, which will be production efficiency advisor. Okay, we can create new states in Transylvania. Okay. There probably was a reason why I didn't create states from those two. Though I don't see such reason in here. It's gonna be... oh wait, no conversion yet until we fossilize these guys. And here, everywhere else, we are already converting those, so I think we can make them a state. There we go. Okay, let's continue. And let's hope that this whole overextension thing will not destroy my country. Now when it comes to you boys, we're already influencing you, we are. Gift you, okay? We did give you one gift. Still not enough, and the aggressive expansion is probably making the whole situation work worse. We can also send them the subsidies. And now we can convert Maramaros to Romania. Great. So there's a revolt in March. Now when it comes to our fleet, we shall actually do something about it. Let us take those two transports, I don't need them. Okay, these is a Greek name. Let's take some of them that either don't have proper names or have non-Greek names. And there is a couple of heavy ships that we can build. Let's build about this number. Okay, so Kilovik. Or is it Telovik? I mean, this looks eerily similar to a Russian word, Chelovik, which means a man or a human. Probably it's the same thing, considering it's a Slavic country. I will not give you military access to any of you. That I can assure you. Now let us try to send them subsidies. Give subsidies. Not this much. But let's see if it will help. Okay, it's starting to work somewhat, but not by a whole lot. So in terms of claims, we unfortunately don't get any claims in Africa, because I'm not even sure that you have to conquer Egypt for that. Let's take a look. Claim Holy Land Triumph for Egypt, and afterwards you get the claim for Tripolitania, right? That's true. And one other thing, we might want to establish the Patriarchate of Jerusalem. In order to do that, we would have to build this thing. We can spend some of our manpower, I think, and money too. Let's bring our money to 1,000. There we go. So this thing is now at level 2. Also, it's surprising that despite us having overextension over 100, and like not by a couple percent but a whole 36%, it is still not giving us those terrible events, at least not constantly. Or okay, that's the first one of them, interestingly enough. That's the second one of them. So we can get a Which one shall we get actually? I would rather get this one. One of the advisors resigned, let's hire this guy, I think. Now we shall just wait patiently until those cores are ready. Styria is being eaten by the Bavarians. We might want to conquer Styria for Carniola or for ourselves, which is even better. So the cores will be ready pretty soon. Okay, that's the first of the big ones. Or maybe not the big ones necessarily. Boys, give me military access and I'll help you in these rebels. Hopefully you also help me with the... or at least will help me with the relationships. Especially if we liberate their places. Okay, that didn't give us anything, but hopefully once we liberate the province, it will give a boost. Okay, it did give a boost just enough to vassalize them. There we go. And then we can return to Damascus. Great, so we created a vassal state in here. One thing we can additionally do is to actually convert them to Christianity and false religion. Now they hate us somewhat. We have enough prestige to deal with this situation, and that will allow us to marry them and also convert them to Orthodoxy. Now it shouldn't be a sheikhdom, but metropolis, yes. Oh, the advisors left me. Do we have any inflation now? So, god damn it, those are way too expensive. Until we core Egypt, it's constant expenses. Also, our truce with the Abbasids will expire in, well, not very soon, that's for sure. Okay, whole of Egypt is now being cored, or is cored already. There we go. Marriage. Now we shall... what is our government limit? Government capacity is not too high, but there's something we can do actually to help with that. And now our government capacity is still not very high. Let's use all of our government reform progress to increase our government capacity, which will put us at 2,500, and then I hope this shall be enough to convert all of these territories into states. Now it's a state, now it's a state, now this one will also be a state, a state, a state. Good, now we managed to convert the whole of our empire into proper provinces. And then we core all that's left in Egypt. It is all cored now, and now we can promote Egyptian culture. How many we already promoted? 5 out of 5. Yeah, that's a lot of them. Now let's take a look at Rome. We will be able to revoke in 4 years revoked development, and then we shall convert. Once it gets to 30, we can convert it to Umbrian. Okay, that's good. That's nice. Now Egypt is of a proper culture. We can start converting these boys to Syrian. And when it comes to that, I think we shall convert Nekel and Sinai to Egyptian. And everything else will be Syrian. Now, what we also want to do is to start converting their religion to the real, true religion. We shall start with the Delta, Alexandria and Rosetta. There we go. So the administration of Egypt is now more or less in order. What we might also want to do is establish a new army of Egypt. Aren't you a metropolis? Okay, now you are a duchy and not a metropolis, apparently. Oh, money. Great. Now I got 5,000 gold, that's a lot. And basically for nothing. We can't even embrace the institution. Even though we are not suffering from being behind in technology, so I would rather invest these funds into Holy City of Jerusalem. Try to boost it somewhat, but I don't want to spend money. Let's bring our manpower to 100,000 and that will be enough for now. So yeah, we spend a lot of manpower to build this Holy City of Jerusalem. Is there the lighthouse? We can also restore the lighthouse of Alexandria. And apart from that, there's one thing we certainly might want to do is to attack the Sicilians. Sicilians are allied with Brabant, Sus and Zab. Brabant? Why are we constantly allied to some weird people in Europe? Let's convert this thing. Yes, Pentucky, and now we got one additional missionary. Now we got 4 missionaries because we control Jerusalem, Alexandria, Constantinople, Antiochia and Rome. I don't care about Abbasids, that's for sure. Okay, we can't revoke this edict yet. Yes, now we can. Let's consecrate a metropolitan. Let's actually invest these money to build this lighthouse. And we can also hire these guys. We can also try to research this technology, but that's like 95% penalty. I would rather invest these money to increase our military potential. Let's encourage development in these not provinces, but in these states. Al Jazeera, or Assyria basically, and we shall invest into manpower. And maybe something else too. But mostly I am interested in manpower. Let's also invest in here. No, encourage development, I meant. In Edessa. In here. And in Tefrike. That will do for now. The conversion of Egypt is going swimmingly. Start converting this state. And then this province as well. And Minia. We can get some free stability through this beautiful event of traveling minstrel. Always get it if you can. A great event. That's probably an event that is a counterpart, an opposite of a comet. And it's also happening. It also happens quite often, I have to tell you. Probably even more often than the bad one. But since the bad one is the one that everyone remembers, it kind of overshadows the good one. So... okay, one advisor died again. So I have these guys instead. Okay, now we can actually, if not attack right away, at least we can prepare the invasion of Sicily. And if we have enough war score, we can actually not only take the islands from them, but also their possessions in Africa. I'm not sure we have enough war score, but that's certainly doable. That we also can take and should take Arezzo from them, that's for sure. That is for sure. Now let's send this missionary to Kaine. So icon of Saint John Climacus is forgotten. Let's take it again because we will need it to embrace this institution. How is the construction of Holy City of Jerusalem going? It's going on. We can invest some more of our manpower since we managed to acquire some. And now we got this Holy City of Jerusalem. Monument 8. Why in Constantinople? Okay. It's weird, but the event that happened, it happened as an event in Constantinople. Why, I have no idea. Also, we have 5 missionaries right now. So there is this mission called Patriarchate of Jerusalem. Centuries of heathen rule over the Holy Jerusalem have reduced the city to a state of near ruin. Followers of the Pope have lost it time and time again, rebuilding only to see their pathetic efforts crushed by Saracen brutality. Only the might of Rome reborn may evaluate Jerusalem's prestige and wealth to the rightful height it deserves. So the event Patriarchate of Jerusalem happens. Patriarchate of Jerusalem, O holy Jerusalem, the cradle of our church, Christian center since before Christ died on the cross. Jerusalem has been an integral part of the church since time immemorial, and thus the faithful across all of Christendom have strived to reclaim it in his name. While all attempts from the Latins have failed or been fleeting at best, God has blessed us with our success in its capture as a signal to all that our church is the one that has remained true, not the heretic barbarians in the West. Now with the Rome as the last patriarch are out of our control. That's not true. It's not out of our control, it is under our control. The Papist heresy stands on weaker grounds than ever before. Gain plus 100% prosperity, progress in state of Palestine, Patriarch of Jerusalem, giving strongest Patriarch of Jerusalem, giving us early Patriarch authority plus 1. Interesting. And it's also now prospering. Okay, that's great. And well, since we have more missionaries to spend, we can send them here, here, and here as well. And we also finally converted Neapolis to Greek culture, and it is now only Capua. And we shall convert them to Greek. And now let us rename Napoli, which is a weird name. Shall rename it to Neapolis. 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 There we go. So the conversions are happening slowly. Oh wait, now we have a free missionary yet again. Let's convert the Red Sea Hills, as they are called. And as I said, in this episode we shall at least prepare the invasion of Sicily. These two armies we shall bring to Italy. Shall sail to Neapolis. And you shall sail to Alexandria. So we can now revoke this edict and this edict. Okay, we can't revoke this edict yet. Doesn't matter. Let's also introduce this edict in Cyrenaica. And so the last army we shall take it and send it to Rome. And what we also do is we shall hire a whole new army in Egypt. This will be the army of Egypt. Also, we lost the military leader. Theophilos Komnenos. Or is it Theophilos? Now I don't remember. And you go to Bir Nahid. Our economy should allow us to have an army of this size. 300,000. And still, even with these numbers, we are not the biggest one. No and no. There we go. And there we go. Okay, we can't revoke this one quite yet. What is the province without a mass missionary? Tarana. There we go. So this army shall be called Stratos Aigyptos. And now thinking about it, I think the correct way of calling this one will be not Vlachos but Vlachikos. Or maybe not. I should have checked that. I don't remember. I mean, Vlachos, it would be like a singular for. It would be like a Vlach, not Vlachian. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but I forgot to check it out. I'll check it before the next episode. So now let us also hire another Komnenos. Let us check the edicts. Let's revoke the ones that we don't need anymore. Consecrate Metropolitan in here. No Metropolitan in Antiochia for some reason. No, because we can't. Okay, whatever. We got 2 armies in Italy. This shall go to Calabria. This we shall send to Cagliari. Oh wait, we don't have to send to Cagliari because our boys from the Duchy of Sardinia will take it. So with this army we shall send to Tunis itself, while these boys we shall send to Cyrenaica. In terms of technologies, we are doing great. 25, they are 26. They are actually more developed than we are, believe it or not. And I would rather not. Now, let's see it again. How expensive it will be for us to actually. 4,000 gold. You're kidding me? That's outrageously expensive. Oh, that's my namesake. I'm more than happy to have him. Let's build a supply depot. Apparently it's not enough. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Declare war. Imperialism. Confirm. There we go. And this particular moment, this particular little... I mean, I can't call it a cliffhanger since we all know what will happen. We are so strong at this point that it's very unlikely that they will fight back. But anyway, we shall continue this war in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Thank you and goodbye.